Dear students, today I am going to teach you causes of the Quit India movement. Means what are the causes that led to the Quit India movement? I'll teach you. Dear students, KIPS mission came to India and KIPS proposal was not accepted by the Congress. That is first reason, and second reason was there Japanese threats. Means Japanese army coming forwards India, and it was dangerous for Indian colony. And that's why Congress decided to start Quit India resolution, Quit India movement. I would like to explain this. Causes of the Quit India movement. First one, KIPS mission. With the Japanese army rapidly advancing towards India, it became necessary for the British break the political deadlock in India. Churchill announced in March 1942 that Sir Stafford Cripps, a member of the War Cabinet, would go to India for consultation with the all party. The Cripps mission proposed the following constitutional reforms. Means Indian demanded constitutional reforms. So by that issue, one cabinet member, Cripps, would go to India. That announcement done by Prime Minister of Britain, Churchill. And Cripps came and he proposed his proposal, that is known as Cripps proposal. Going to teach you. There are many points, but some points I will teach you. First one, India would be given a dominion status when the war would end. Understood this? Means dominion status will be granted, but it will be given when war will be end. I think you know who can understand, who can tell the exact date when war will be there, when war will be started. So nobody can tell that when it will be over. Second, Constituent Assembly would be set up. It would consist of the members elected by the lower house of the Indian legislature and the representative of the princely state nominated by their rulers. It would be set up to drop the new constitution. So that is good one. There would be the Federation of British India, in which British India province and princely state will be also participated. Means which India will be there, federation will be there. In that federation, okay, British India province and princely state will be also there. The province would be free to join Indian Union. If they would not join the Indian Federation, they would formulate their own constitution, which could have the same status as the Union of India. That is very negative point. Means if any princely state does not like to participate in Indian Federation, so they can make their own constitution. Means in India, I think my students are familiar that near about 500 princely states were there. So any princely state will join the Indian Federation? No. And after that, India will be divided in many India. And undertaking would be negotiated between the His Majesty government and the Constituent Assembly, covering all matters arising out of the complete transfer of responsibility. And provisions would also be made for the protection of the racial and religious minorities. During the critical year of the war, the power of the Viceroy would remain as hereditary, and it would be responsible for the defense of the country, but the task of organizing the military and material resources of India would be the responsibility of the government of India with the cooperation with the people of India. Means when war situation will be there, then all power, means hereditary means he can overrule the law or proposal given by this government, Indian government. So this proposal can't be accepted by any political party. And what happened? Almost all parties and section of the paper rejected the proposal as the following ground: the KIPS did not bring with it that promise of the independence in future, near future. Next, plan involved partition of the country, just I have taught you. And the league opposed the creation of the single union. He means the league demanded that give me clear cut Pakistan, but this KIPS mission not given this, not accepted the demand of Muslim League. Hindu Mahasabha rejected the proposal because it feared the partition of country. Sikh, Anglo-Indian, the Indian Christians and labor leaders also opposed them because they did not provide the sufficient safeguard of their interest. The people of the princely state had no right to send their representative to the proposed constitution making body. Their representatives were to be selected by the rulers. So princely state people were also not happy. The Congress was opposed to the principle of the non-accession of the province. Gandhiji opposed the declaration and urged that working committee to reject it. Mahatma Gandhi described the KIPS mission as a post-dated check on failing bank. The Congress wanted that all subjects, including defense, should be handed over the national government. The Congress insist on the immediate formation of the national government with full responsibility. So KIPS mission failed. So that is first reason, okay, that led to the Quit India movement. Second, Japanese threats. The war situation was discouraging in 1942. The Japanese army had attacked Burma, Myanmar, and was marching towards Assam. Gandhi observed that the presence of the British in India is an invitation to Japan to invade India. Their withdrawal removed this bit. Means if British government will be ruling in India, that will be invitation of the Japan. You come and attack. If you will start any movement against the British government, so definitely Japan will not attack. Means this disaster will be stopped. The Indian leaders were anxious to save their country from the Japan invasion, but their slavery was hindrance. Gandhiji and other leaders were convinced that situation called for the complete independence from the British. Immediately, Gandhi said, India's safety, the British too, lies in the orderly and timely British withdrawal from India. So they decided to launch movement calling upon the British to quit India, means Bharat Chodo. And what happened? In 1942, failure of the KIPS mission left no further meeting ground between the government and Congress. Mahatma Gandhi felt that the British presence in India was invitation to Japan to invade India, and their withdrawal would remove this bit. Therefore, asked the British to leave India in the hand of the God. Means he told that Britishers, you leave India immediately. Leave India at the hand of God, but leave immediately. Gandhiji afraid that if British government will be existed in India, so definitely Japan will attack, because enmity was there between England and Japan, and Japan was Asian country and very aggressive country going to attack. If Burma attacked, so definitely easily Japan can reach India. The Congress Working Committee met at Wardha in July 1942 and adopted the resolution known as Quit India Resolution. The resolution is stated that British rule in India must end immediately. After that, what happened? In All India Congress Committee met at the Bombay in August 8. 8 August is very, very important day, and passed the Quit India Resolution adopted at Wardha in July. What was the resolution at Wardha? Means British rule in India must end immediately. That was the proposal, and it will be ratified in Bombay session. And Bombay session was held on 8 August 1942 and passed the Quit India Resolution adopted at Wardha in the July 1942. Congress proposed to start non-violent mass struggle under Gandhiji leadership. This demand, the immediate and complete independence, was not conceded by the British. In his speech before the All India Congress Committee, Gandhiji declared that it was a decision of do or die. So do or die slogan, mantra given by Mahatma Gandhiji. Before the Congress could start the movement, the government struck hard early in the morning, August 9. Gandhiji and other Congress leaders were arrested and taken under unknown destination, and the Congress was again declared illegal. Only not Congress. How many branches of All India Congress Committee, Provincial Congress Committee, and how many district Congress committees all were declared illegal. All over the country there were strike and demonstration which were lathi charge and fired upon the people, attacked the assembly. The British authority, the police station, post office, railway station, etc. British authority were disappeared in the part of Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal, Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra. In some areas such as Balia in eastern Tamluk, Midnapur and West Bengal and Satara district, Maharashtra, revolutionaries set up the parallel government. I think parallel government means all symbol of the British will be abolished and totally Indian or Indian government was set up. Parallel government means Indian government. Achyut Patwardhan, Jai Prakash Narayan, Ram Manohar Lohia, Aruna Asaf Ali, Nana Patil were among the prominent leaders of the underground movement. They set up the Central Directorate at Mumbai. They kept the movement alive despite of the government repression measures. And last point, the government restored a severe measures to crush the 1942. Government, the press was completely muzzled. The demonstrations crowd were machine gunned and even bombed from the air. Prisoners were tortured. The police and secret police resigned supreme. Nearly 10,000 people were killed and 60,000 people were arrested by the end of 1942. The military took over many towns and cities. Rebellious villages had to pay huge sums and punitive fines, and villagers had to undergo mass flogging. India had not witnessed such intense repression since the first war of independence, 1857. The Gandhi was detained at Aga Khan Palace in Pune, and other leaders were sent to jail in the Ahmednagar fort, and in the end the government succeeded in the crushing the movement. And what was the last point? What was the impact of the Quit India movement? The Quit India movement was very, very important mass movement, and impact I am going to teach you. Quit India movement made independence of India as only agenda of the national movement. Means Gandhiji told that I am not going for any negotiation, any talking. Only my one target is there, transfer of power. Now the movement had following impact. First one, the Quit India movement was a fact short-lived. Its importance lay in fact that the demonstration demonstrated the depth of the nationalist feeling and reached in the country and great capacity for struggle and sacrifice that people had developed. It was evident that the British would no longer find it possible to rule India against the wishes of the people. And it was a mass uprising before the attaining the independence. People from all part of India and all sections of the India, all segments of Indian society participated. Hindu, Muslims, Sikh, Christians, Parsis, students, girls, boys, and people of princely state participated at a high scale. The Quit India movement strengthened the Congress Socialist Party because that heroic role in the movement. Leader like Jai Prakash Narayan became almost legendary figure. The party continued its underground movement till 1944 when it came to India. And after the suppression of the Quit India movement, the constitutional questions remained dormant till the close of the war in 1945. And after the suppression of the Quit India movement, 1942, there was hardly any political activities inside the country till the war ended in 1945. Only in this video, only this much. And next day I will come with another video. Thank you.